Good evening, guys. Today we have released or are releasing the Troy Lee Designs SE5 chin mount. Now this is the Troy Lee Designs brand new helmet. The SE4 has been a big seller for us. We know a lot of you have that mount out there. This is the new version of it and we're excited to finally have a mount for it. This helmet came to us courtesy of Gerard with Cajon Dental. If you're in Redlands area and need dental work, go see Cajon Dental. They'll do a good job for you. But about these chin mounts, so we manufacture these chin mounts. They're specific to every helmet model, which means that they're carefully designed to fit around the chin piece of the particular helmet. We respect the vents, make sure those stay clear. For example, here on this SE5, you can see that there's a lot of air vent area here on the sides of the chin guard, I should say. And our mount is designed to make sure that those vents stay open. Now, chin mounting also, of course, gives you the best perspective, the best point of view for your footage. We like it moved off the top of the helmet, which is where a lot of people tend to run them default. There's a couple of problems putting it up here. One is depth perception. So everybody's aware that with the fisheye lens, that's a sort of wide angle effect of the GoPro, you get reduced depth perception, right? And so all the obstacles, the rocks and hills and things that you're out riding on look tiny in comparison to what you remember in your head. Actually, believe it or not, moving it that 6-8 inches down off the top of the helmet actually makes a big difference. The closer you are to the plane of the obstacle that you're trying to hit, the more depth perception you get of that obstacle. So moving that down helps quite a bit. The second thing about putting it on the chin that's nice is if you have it on top of the helmet, when you ride through bushes or branches or you crash or all sorts of things that are gonna swipe across the top of your helmet, and you're gonna lose that camera without ever even knowing it potentially. We've done that a couple of times back in the day. So putting it down here, typically your chins, you're moving your head to stay away from branches and rocks and other things, and you're gonna naturally sort of protect that GoPro position. Finally, because it's right here in front of where you're talking, if you're doing moto vlogging or you want to capture any of the things you might be saying while you're recording, it's right there in front of your voice, doing a great job of picking up the audio that's coming out of your helmet without that needing to travel sort of up through the helmet material and all the way up to the top. One of the things we take into account when we're designing these mounts is to make sure that you get the best tip back angle possible and that you have some options with your tip back angle. So with a lot of chin mounts in particular, the problem is that they're built too close to the face of the helmet. And so when you tip the camera all the way back to get the ideal angle, you'll end up running into that and you just don't have enough adjustment, right? The thing you want to do is line the top of the camera up with the top of the eye port here on the helmet, because when you're standing in the attack position, your head is something like that, and this eye port's typically level with the horizon. That's the view that you want. So if you line the camera up with that, you'll get a good mix of trail up to the horizon. You can actually see what's happening out in front of you as you ride. A lot of first-time camera users put them straight up for when they're sitting down like that, which is fine if you're doing like ADV riding or something, touring or whatever, that's no problem. But if you're standing up and you run your camera like this, when you stand up into attack position, all you see is the handlebars and a couple of feet of the front wheel, and it's really kind of an uninteresting, obnoxious point of view. And so we make sure that they're built out far enough from the chin that you can tip the camera all the way back and you'll still get that aggressive point of view. And to help you figure out exactly where you want to angle it, we've put little tick marks here on the side of the mount so that you can understand which tick mark you set it to, and you can get consistent results with it every time. Cool thing is that we've also built them to similarly accommodate the larger cameras, the Hero 9 and 10, with the media mod, which is about as big as GoPro's gotten so far. And we made sure that even with these media mods installed, you can tilt that back all the way as far as you'd like to get that sort of level horizon perspective. A lot of people ask us if it's possible to mount the camera upside down, and it is. Obviously this one's facing backwards, but you can see that they swing down from there. You could easily turn it around and shoot forward and have it down a little bit further. We don't personally run them this way ourselves because this part of the camera sticks down and hits like straps and things on your backpack or whatever. So we like to have them up here. I think that a lot of people believe that the upside down mounting position is what's going to give them the correct angle on the trail, but we've taken care of that in another way while still keeping your camera up out of the way. But it's your option. You can run the cameras upside down if you want to. Another question that we get is, do these fit the Hero 10, Hero 9, Hero 7, whatever? We have tested them from the Hero 5 all the way through the Hero 10 with most cases and most media mods. We've also tried a few other cameras, non-GoPro cameras. With cameras other than GoPro, you might need an adapter to get to that GoPro foot setup. But as long as it fits in this physical space, or you can use one of those little extension adapters to bring it out further, you can pretty much run any camera that's out there on the market. Again, those adapters are not sold through us, but they are an option. So one thing that we do sell is, in terms of adapters, is this 90-degree angle adapter. We call it the influencer because this vertical view gives you the natural vertical widescreen or vertical full screen fill for watching on a phone. So that works really well for like TikTok and Instagram, the reel format, right? The tall format. If you put your camera on its side like this, the GoPro software automatically rotates everything so it still looks like it's straight up and down. But you don't have to cut it to get that full screen cell phone effect, which is kind of cool. We use that quite a bit for our Instagram content. These adapters don't come with the camera, they're sold separately, but they're only a few bucks, so you can you'll get free shipping if you throw those in when you buy the mount itself. So that's the mount. Let me quickly show you what you get in the box when you buy from us. If you're in the US, we'll ship to you for free in most cases. Boxes come like this, got a lot of information about how we got started and how you can find us on social media. Of course, you'll get the mount. Here you can see this one's totally different. I think this is the Bell MX9 mount, and you can see, you know, it's got quite a bit of a different profile. These all attach with this 3M tape. It's the same tape that, or the same style of tape the GoPro uses to attach their little foot pad that they typically come with. We also include some stickers, an alcohol pad, prep pad to wipe down the surface of your helmet. Make sure you get really good adhesion, and then they all come with a screw. They also come with a lifetime crash warranty. So if you happen to, you know, slam your head down hard enough into your bars or go tumbling or something like that and you do manage to break your mount, doesn't happen very often, but it is possible. And go ahead and hit us up. We will happily replace that for you as long as you're using it on the right style of helmet and so on. We're also really happy to post your crash footage. If you've got something interesting from you going down, we'd love to see that. That always plays well on social media. We can cross-post and share that content out and of course link back to you as credit. Real quick note on installing these mounts. So the easiest thing to do is put the helmet probably like between your knees or up against some surface where you can kind of get a good hold on it, but it's facing you. And you'll first want to figure out right where you want the mount to go. So stick it on there before you peel anything off the tape. Stick it on, play around with it in some different positions. Most helmets fit in this area, like this Troy Lee Designs. There's a couple that go on up here, some other place, depending on the style that the manufacturers of the helmet chose for their helmet design. And so you'll want to make sure you know exactly where it goes before you start peeling off the tape. When you figured it out, peel the backing off this tape, put the helmet between your knees or whatever, like I was suggesting, and then you want to gently pull back on the mounting tabs, the mounting wings like this. Not too far. You want the mount to be in just the right position on the helmet such that the pressure in on the wings covers the entire surface of the tape, and that way these will virtually never fall off. If you get them on there a little bit crooked, or you actually put it on too far and the wings are sort of sticking out and there's like an exposed edge of tape here, eventually those will fall off. The mounts have some sort of static pressure to them, so they want to return to their default position. So if you stick them on, you know, angled too far out, or you try to press one wing in to stick or something like that, it'll eventually pop off and the mount will fall. If you get them just right, they'll last for quite a long time. We've had them on there for over a year ourselves. So that's it. Links to this chin mount where you can find the Troy Lee Designs will be down in the description. Links to our store down in the description. If you want to check out our Instagram or TikTok channels, just about all the content on there is shot using a GoPro on one of these chin mounts. Occasionally we pull a phone out to get something extra, but most of it is shot using these chin mounts so you can get a good idea for the perspective, the sound pickup, and all the different factors. We have a lot of people commenting recently, hey, is that shot with a phone? That looks really good. That's because we're shooting natively vertical using the 90-degree adapter, which is also in our store, link in the description. So check all that out. We appreciate you stopping by. Like and subscribe. We've got a really cool podcast where we interview people like Graham Jarvis and Cody Webb, Cooper Abbott. Love to have you check that out. It's fun content. We enjoy making it, and we love having you watch it. So like and subscribe. Don't miss those episodes. See you next time. Thanks, guys.